Classic League Podcast time!
Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 298 of the Classic Elite Podcast. My name is Scott. I've got Dustin with me. What is going on, man?
Same old.
Good,
ready
good.
to cast. Thankfully, my kids weren't sick this week.
Yeah. Sorry for anybody anticipating last week. We had some kids get sick, and that's just how it goes. So, but the little one's better. Did it spread? Did you get more than one kid?
So far, we've kept it contained.
Nice. Good. So, outside of nurturing little ones back to health, what else you been doing?
Oh
yeah?
Getting angry at my job.
You had a pregnant pause in there. I was like, oh, okay, didn't mean to stump you.
I was trying to decide which way to go. So I thought I'd talk about my office space nonsense.
Are you Michael? Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
People up at Central who just decide to change things and they don't tell anybody, and then all of a sudden your network goes down for 2 days.
Oh, fun.
Yeah.
And why didn't you fix it, Dustin? Now.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, you need to get in here and do something about this.
Oh, gotta love that. Yeah, my work's been stressful too, but I won't get into that. Zarek says doing a movie night with my members, and I finished this, by the way.
What are you watching?
Yeah, what are you watching? It could be good. I finally need it now that it's getting to the time. And Hereditary is streamable, so I really got to get around to watching The Thing or Hereditary. Which would you rather do?
Let's do. I think you'll like The Thing more.
Okay, because we got to do, and we're talking John Carpenter's remake, right? We're not doing the old. Okay, so because we have to do we got to do a horror cast in September, October, obviously. So, and it comes out soon. The second chapter. I really liked that new It movie that came out in like 2017. Thought that was really good. So, yeah, it's getting to be that time, Dustin. Before we know it, pumpkins will be everywhere.
Yeah, it is.
It's cool. Ether's here. What's up, dude? Good to see you. Zerk says Vepper is pushing hard for The Boys, so we're going to watch a few episodes of that most likely. I've heard The Boys is good. It's like a anti-hero, superhero thing on Amazon. I think it's on Amazon.
Yeah. You
heard good things too?
Yeah, same. I thought, when I first read that, I thought it was The Lost Boys, and I got really excited.
Oh, yeah. Kiefer Sutherland with the best earring ever.
Yeah.
That's all I remember about his costume that character is. Didn't he have like one of those 80s?
Yeah, only left ear.
Only left ear, yeah. Ether says he motions for the OG Hellboy. I was surprised at how much I liked Hellboy 1 and Hellboy 2.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't expect to like either of them very much, and I watched both of them multiple times. Good stuff. Well, before we jump into video game news, we should mention that there is some Keanu's.
Yes.
Do you want to take people through what you've heard?
Yes, Keanu Reeves and Carrie-Anne Moss confirmed for The Matrix 4.
Awesome. Oh, and we have pumpkins in our chat on YouTube. So, Dustin, be happy. Yeah, Matrix 4, they're confirmed. Exciting. It'll probably be fine. Maybe even
one of the Wachowskis.
Yeah, as an actress or as a writer. I just saw like Lana Wachowski or whatever.
Yeah, I don't know if it's writer, director. I don't know what kind of credit they're going to have.
Well, I don't know. I adore that first movie, so I'm certainly excited. But very cool. Good deal.
No excuses, Ether. Go get your charger.
Yeah, he says in chat that his phone's about to die. Dustin, you blew my mind with some show notes this fine evening. There's a new Shovel Knight game coming, and the trailer's fucking amazing.
Yeah, it looks like a cross between Shovel Knight and SteamWorld Dig.
Yeah.
just talking about the news itself, there's a lot. It's very small news, but it's really exciting news.
Oh, what we have for the show all over? Yeah.
Yeah, just in general.
Yeah, totally agree. That'll be kind of an episode. Maybe we'll get some good tangents from it. Yeah, this is cool. You described it. It's exactly as you said. I even stopped the trailer about halfway through, and I'm like, sold, done. Don't want... because I didn't want any of the little cool things spoiled.
Yeah.
There looked to be a really satisfying dash mechanic with the shovel through material, which I don't remember if that's in Shovel Knight. I think it might be, but if it's not, it's a lot like Celeste. In Celeste, there's the blocks that are kind of like, almost look like Christmas lights, speckled, like a Starry Night kind of a thing. And the mechanic is that you dive through the material and come out the other way, and it almost allows you to fly if you see that material in a way. So there looked like some really cool puzzles in this Shovel Knight trailer related to that, where you would fly through the dirt to go over spikes, but eventually that's going to run out, and then you'll drop. So it looks like a really cool, I don't know, twist on really tight mechanics that they already have.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming, and I hope that Jake Kaufman is there to bring some new original songs.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome. That Smash Brothers fighting expansion should be out relatively soon as well. There was no release date for this trailer. We should mention that in that article. So this could be 2 years, 3 years out. Who knows? Yeah, because remember they have that update that's coming for, and it's like Super Smash Brothers, but it's just Shovel Knight characters.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah. That should be coming soon. So hopefully that gets delivered soon, and then we'll have more from Yacht Club then related to Shovel Knight after that. So I'm pumped. Did you see credits in Shovel Knight?
No, not yet.
You'll have to fix that.
Yeah.
Or maybe just see the Shovel Knight dig, and that'll get you hooked enough.
Yeah.
Cool. Next up, was that me or you?
That was me. Windows wants me to update.
Oh, well, no, Windows. Hopefully it's not aggressive. Settle down.
God, yeah, I forgot about how aggressive we get.
Next up, and this is probably the oh, you know what? No, before we get to the next news thing, I got to ask you, did you buy Control, or are you thinking about getting it?
Oh, that's so funny that you mentioned that, because I literally bought it before I started.
Oh, there you go, because it's Remedy.
Yeah.
And I know that you weren't like biggest Quantum Break fan, but you're Max Payne through and through, and this feels...
Oh, yeah. And like, Alan Wake.
And Alan Wake, yes, I forgot. You obviously just were playing a shitload of Alan Wake.
Yeah, I completely... Like, this fell completely under my radar. Like, I saw Dreamcast guy was talking about Control, and I was like, what's that? And he was like, oh, yeah, it's made by the Remedy guys. The guys who made Alan Wake. And I was just like, close video. I'm going to go buy that video game now. I almost bought it for you as like a stealth, like... Because I hadn't heard you talk... Because we have not talked about this game at all, so I had a sense. Yeah. It was off my radar, but I knew it was off yours too because it's never been brought up. Yeah.
So it's getting really good. Overall, it's quite positive.
Yeah.
It sounds like Alan Wake and Max Payne fans are really enjoying it, so that's cool.
Sweet.
Glad you picked it up.
Going back to Quantum Break, that's like one of the games I want to buy an Xbox One for.
Oh, maybe that's why you hadn't. Okay, is there a Remedy game that you're not a fan of?
Not that I'm aware of.
Oh, then I don't know why I had that in my head. Maybe it's going to the Quantic Dream stuff, and I'm mixing up the developer with the game or whatever.
Quantic Dream I've never liked.
Yeah, so maybe that's where that's coming in from. But shoot, yeah. It's too bad that there aren't console rentals anymore like there used to be.
Yeah.
You know, if you could spend like $40 and you have that game and a console to rent for a month, you get through it, you take it back, you'll get what you need out of it.
Yeah.
It'd be cool. So awesome. I'm excited to hear your the next episode to see what you think of Control. Yeah,
I wanted to play some before the episode, but it's a new video game, so it has to download 500 updates.
Yeah, so the biggest news of the week, I think, is that Sony is going to be buying Insomniac.
I saw on Twitter a really good one of those parody sites. It's like The Onion, but for video games. I forget what it is, but it was Insomniac employees surprised that they're not already owned by Sony.
Yeah, exactly. That's a good joke.
But yeah, Insomniac, Ratchet and Clank, the new Spider-Man.
Spyro.
Sony's picking them up. Spyro, yeah. Spyro's a big one. God, Spyro's so good.
So, yeah, Sony's buying them. Makes sense. It seemed inevitable. My understanding, I was listening to Sacred Symbols, Kyle Moriarty's podcast with Chris Ray Gunn about PlayStation, and they had mentioned that maybe Insomniac was fielding. They tried to get this done before, and it didn't happen, and so it got really expensive for them to buy it at this stage of the game. But worth it. I mean,
they all made bank.
I'm sure they all did, and Insomniac has an awesome track record. Made some really fun, cool games. I will eventually get that Spider-Man game someday. It's either going to be on PSN Plus or whatever. Oh, dude, Arkham Knight, Batman Arkham Knight is September PS Plus game, and so is Darksiders 3. Those are two good ones. It should be fun.
Man, I didn't know there was a Darksiders 3. Jeez.
Well, it's like a 70 on Metacritic kind of a thing, and I think it's a girl, and she has like an Ivy type whip from Soul Calibur.
I'm interested.
It came out a little while ago. It was the first Darksiders after THQ Nordic took over the THQ and bought all the IP and all that stuff. That was all right.
I was looking for Control, and I saw that Crackdown 3 came out.
Oh yeah, I've heard with the Terry Crews one. Yeah, heard it stinks. Yeah, but more importantly, Arkham Knight, it got dogged on a whole bunch when it first came out because of the PC port was really poor for a lot of people. I was one of the lucky ones that just had a configuration that worked well. And I really like all the Arkham games, even that Origins game. Since it's totally out of the zeitgeist and it's been a few years, I would really encourage people that get it in PS Plus that didn't try it to give it a go. The Batmobile mechanics they incorporated a little too much, but it's not nearly as bad as people say. It's super fun to get around. I think it looks really good. I don't know how it runs on PS4, but I'm sure it's fine. Play the game. It's a good action game. So yeah, sorry. Okay, but next up, Dustin Ori in the Blind Forest is finally coming to Switch, the definitive edition. You will really enjoy it, I think.
Yeah, that's another game that it's like the Forza games, Quantum Break, and Ori with games I was holding out for Xbox One for.
Yeah, I've said it a whole bunch on the show. I really like the Xbox One a lot, and that Games Pass thing is really tempting. I mean, I have been looking for the Halo Anniversary or the Master Chief Collection forever to try to get it for under $20, and I'm now giving up hope. I'm never going to get that game for under $20. But it has the Forza games. It has the new Gears of War will be on there. Madden, it had Sea of Thieves. It's got a lot. Seems like for $120 a year. I bought $120 worth of software that's included in the Games Pass this year. I did the Forza and I did something else. So it's like, man, I'm already there. I should just think about subscribing. And then on PC, they've got like the Ultimate one. I don't know. But yeah, Ori, will you get it?
Yeah, more than likely.
Okay.
I wonder if they'll have a physical copy. I'd love it. I'd love if they did. I know they're doing that for Cuphead.
Yeah, I was going to say, I wouldn't be surprised if they did do that. It's fun to see Microsoft really hanging out with Nintendo. I really like that they're chilling, getting beers after work together. This is cool.
Tariffs. They're bringing all the companies together.
Hey, right? I was hoping that Trump getting elected would fix our Congress. They'd be like, whoa, the president's got way too much power. Maybe we should start working together.
Yeah. Okay,
that didn't happen. But video game companies are coming together and hanging out. And
I think the next best thing.
Right? It's just, if we're not going to get our government fixed, at least the video games are going to be fixed. So that's certainly fun.
Maybe if he wins in 2020.
It's probably going to happen. I'm probably going to be embarrassed. You know what, though? As embarrassing as that man is to be a president, the embarrassment hasn't been as bad as I was expecting. It's like, whatever. It's kind of, I had a thicker skin about it. Because I was really embarrassed. Because, like, with YouTube, and a podcast like this that people do listen in other countries, it feels almost like your neighborhood or your state's getting picked on versus your country. It does expose you to other opinions in a really fun way.
Yeah.
So, okay. Oh, yeah, Zerk's asking about limited run games. Yeah, Dustin's bought from limited run games. Bought a good handful of games from them.
Yeah, actually, I got a confirmation for The Messenger. I got it on PS4.
Oh, nice. Man, I'm really tempted to get that. That's on a wish this summer.
I got the email. I was like, what the hell did I buy? When did I buy this? It was so long ago.
I got it on I had a surprise email from I Am 8-Bit that my Cuphead vinyl download is available. I was like, oh, awesome. That means that vinyl's finally shipping soon, and I finally got it. So next Tuesday, that reissue Cuphead vinyl should be here. So I'm pumped. Sweet. Which is great. It was $30 instead of $100. That's all that kind of a soundtrack you just want in the background.
Yeah.
It doesn't have all of the songs. It's that 4 vinyl set that came out, but it's got most of them, and it has a couple of extra things that weren't in the original. So it's like, okay, I'll take it.
Cool.
Oh, dude, I bought a vinyl off Amazon, and there was one review on it, and it was something like, I think this is a bootleg, but the pressing and mixing is great. 5 stars. So awesome. It's this it's a Talking Heads Stop Making Sense tour. So there's this Blu-ray that's Talking Heads. That's one of the best Blu-rays ever, or one of the best like concert videos ever. And a real vinyl has a really crappy song selection. It's got like the 8 worst songs out of the 20 songs they played on the collection. That's a little hyperbolic, but you get what I'm saying. So, looked on Amazon to see if they did a reissue of it, and this, like, I don't think this is licensed. It just says manufactured in Europe, printed by DOL, and DOL is a trademark of Vinology from vinology.ru. But it sounds great.
Russia?
I guess so.
Cool. A lot of Talking Heads fans in the Soviet Union.
That's awesome. Good.
Yeah.
That has me have more in common. I want to go over to Russia now. But I really love that I would prefer to have this bootleg that has more songs because I actually listen to my records. So I would really like to I'd rather have the better mix that's not real versus the real one that I won't be as likely to listen to. But man, that DVD is so good. Stop Making Sense by the Talking Heads. I highly, 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 highly recommend it. It's just so creative. It took place in like 83 or 84. So, yeah. But Ori and the Blind Forest on the Switch. Do you think there's any chance that the Ori sequel will get a launch or come out on the Switch the same day that it does on PC and Xbox?
Yeah, why not?
I'm gonna say probably not, but I'm hopeful it will.
Maybe it'll be like a 2-pack.
Oh, that would be cool.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna get it on PC. I want something that will go super high frame rate for me. I want it to be like buttery smooth, and the Xbox One S is gimped compared to the X, and we all know the Switch is probably going to be locked at 30 frames. So I want all the beautiful visuals running through the PC. Man, that's going to be a cool game. I'm excited for you to play Ori, dude. I guess I haven't thought of you as playing like this style of a game in a long time. Obviously, you're really good at Mega Man and stuff like that. And you've played Symphony of the Night, but I'd really like to see you have to play something as difficult as Mega Man in a Symphony of the Night environment.
That sounds great.
Yeah. So, cool. What do we got next, man? We got some other cool stuff coming.
Speaking of Mega Man 0.
That wasn't inadvertent, too. I didn't mean to bring up Mega Man as a segue for you.
They're bringing out the Zero Collection, which is the GBA games, GBA Game Boy Advance and DS games. So it's the Mega Man 0, 1, 2, 3, and ZX 1 and 2, I think.
I think that sounds right.
The notes.
I have never played any of the Zero games.
I own the first two, and I played them a little bit. Kind of like an action RPG.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Are the ZX ones more traditional, like Mega Man X type of game?
I'm not sure.
I could have sworn I skipped through the trailer a little bit, and it looked like there was some side-scrolling traditional Mega Man stuff in there.
Yeah, the Mega Man Zero is side-scrolling the way you would expect a Mega Man game to be, but like he has weapons that you actually like upgrade. You level them up by using
God. Okay. I went full like Mario and the 7 coins or whatever.
Like top down. Nice.
Yeah. That's cool. It'll be $30. That feels a bit expensive to me, but I'm not a fan. If you are a big fan of these, I'm sure that you won't mind paying $30.
Because again, it's like 5 or 6 games, so you're going to get your money's worth and having them on the go.
Yeah, it's 6 games.
Yeah,
0, 2, 3, 4, and then ZX Advent. So I don't know if that's a true sequel or if there's some similarities between those games. But those are the ones that are on it. It's cool. I enjoy the re-releases. I'm glad that people. This is one of the things that is nice about loot boxes existing. People are so mad about the greed of companies in that perspective that they've stopped complaining about re-releases as being a greedy money grab. Because there's been plenty of times where we've wanted a re-release of stuff.
Yeah.
And now that's no longer viewed as this faux pas, picking low-hanging fruit, why don't you make new games, blah, blah, blah.
Also, the secondary market has skyrocketed.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Getting secondhand games now it will cost you a pretty penny.
Yeah. You got to really love it. Yeah.
And you got to be real careful you don't end up with something that was made in China years ago.
Some bootleg. Yep, you're right. So, yeah. Very cool. And also, is the next one? No, it's not. But let's talk about, speaking of re-releases, Dustin.
Yeah. Disney Classic Games Collection is coming out, and it's going to be Aladdin and Lion King on one disc or one release. I don't know if it's going to be on disc, so it might be digital.
Yeah. PC, PS4, Xbox One, Switch.
And it's going to be the Sega version of Aladdin, not the Super. And I was curious, why not? Like, this was released on so many things. Why not just have every version on here? Like, why didn't they throw the Game Gear version on here?
Yeah, I totally agree. Especially because that the price is $30.
Yeah.
So, like, yeah, let's have the Super Nintendo and Genesis versions of every game. Or if there was a different platform other than that. It's super weird. I wonder if they made some weird licensing deal. Because it basically says, in other words, it doesn't sound like Capcom's Aladdin for SNES will be a part of the package. Which is fine. In my opinion, I preferred the Genesis version of Aladdin and Lion King. I don't know why. Maybe it's because those are the consoles I had.
I only played the SNES version of Lion King.
Did you know to throw Scar off the cliff at the end?
No, I had to, trial and error that.
I got to him, and I must have spent an hour. I had no idea. I just had no idea, and just couldn't figure it out. I kept swiping and swiping and swiping, and he just wouldn't die. And it wasn't until YouTube and I was an adult that I saw somebody show you how to end it. And it really bums me out because other than that, it's got a lot of bullshit other than that in it, but it's still fun. It's a good game. It's got phenomenal music. Boy, the renditions of the Lion King music in that are amazing.
Man, I'm going to tell you now, if you think video games are hard, just wait till you play the Lion King.
Yeah.
That game will break you off. That game was hard.
It is really hard.
It was hard back in the day.
It made me feel, but now looking back at it, honestly, because when I went to college, I took a big break from video games, except for some old ones still. I just never played other than Soul Calibur 2 we got real into for a little bit, but I didn't have the Xbox, and Tiger Woods Golf, but I didn't have the PS2 or the Xbox. And I just had in my mind, like, geez, how in the world could you ever beat Gears of War? Because, like, the games when they were just a one controller were impossible. There's no way I can play a new game. I had no idea that they got easier. That really, when I finally got back into video games, like 11, 12 years ago, it shocked me how easy current games are. And was a relief.
You're like Elijah Wood. You're like Elijah Wood in Back to the Future too.
Oh yeah, Baby's Toy. Yeah.
It's like a baby's game.
But I couldn't believe that it was, because my reference was those stupid hippos. It's like, man.
Yes. Yeah.
It's like the grabbing, when you're Simba and you're trying to grab the noses of the hippos and their tails and stuff, it is a wonky hitbox mess.
Yeah.
I also in that second level is just utter trash. It's beautiful and the music's great, but that when you're on the ostrich and you have to jump over the pigs and then also do the double jump to get through that is hot garbage. Because visually it doesn't compute to what you pressed. You're like, I definitely pressed that in time.
Yeah.
And they're like, no, you died. It's like, what in the world? Yeah. I think $30 is too much if you're not going to give every single game.
Agreed.
So I don't even think I'll be tempted to pick that up. But nonetheless, I'm glad that it's out there because they are really cool. It's too bad that neither of the live-action movies were great. Or else this would have been a super fun kind of tie-in, get you in the hype.
Yeah, I'm kind of glad. I'm glad, stop making them.
Well, that's not going to happen. They still make money. Did you know Guy Ritchie did the Aladdin movie?
Yeah.
I still haven't seen that King Arthur movie that everybody hated, but I really want to.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. He did do that, didn't he?
Did that a couple years ago, and it got real bad reviews. But he did 2 movies I absolutely adore. So
yeah,
he's always going to get a pass for me because he did Lock, Stock, and Snatch. So, and I really like Madonna. I wouldn't have married her, but I think it's cool he married Madonna for a bit.
So she started spending 8 hours in the day in the gym.
She got a little, I like soft feminine looks. Like, she just looked like I don't know, unappealing. But, man, I would deal with that if she would sing some of the songs from True Blue for me in person. I wouldn't care what she looked like. So, yeah, that's interesting. So, next up, I think this is going to be a big hit, Dustin. Mario Kart Tour is coming to phones.
Coming to a phone near you.
I am actually very excited about this. I love Mario Kart.
Mario Kart's good.
I loved Mario Kart Wii. That had motion controls. I don't know if this has motion controls. I think I heard someone mention that it was, I think, Video Game Outsiders, maybe? Yeah, it's like in portrait mode. I'm gonna mute this. I'm gonna take a look at the trailer real quick.
I trust Nintendo. They know how to make stuff fun.
Yeah. Oh, it looks like it's not doing the tilting and stuff. Probably because it wasn't. Visually, it looks awesome. I can't wait to play it. Yeah, I liked the Super Mario Run. I liked. I've been playing a little bit of that Dr. Mario.
Yeah.
That free game. I like the regular Dr. Mario better, but I understand why they made the different design choices in it. It's way more of a puzzle game than a Tetris game.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. That sounds more appealing to me than.
Yeah, you get
weird color Tetris.
So it works backwards of normal. So the pill starts at the bottom of the screen, and all the viruses are on the top.
Okay.
And it lets you touch the pill and slide it to where you want it to go, but it can never go in a reverse direction. So if you move up on the screen, you can never advance back. Okay. And there's not like a time limit or anything, but there's a limited number of pills. So you have to be really thoughtful about what you're going to do. And before you move the pill, you can twist it to see how the orientation is going to go. So you can fit it into some tight spaces and whatnot. And then they will have bricks that'll hide coins, or they will freeze viruses, so you'll have to impact them twice, and they have some specials. It's pretty cool. I would definitely... and it's free. I'd give it a go.
Cool.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, it sounds like you'll be willing to give this one a try.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe. I'm with you, though. I trust Nintendo.
Yeah. They know what they're doing.
Yeah. Get the juice. Next up, I've never played any Metro games, but according to this article you found, Metro2033 is getting a movie.
Yeah, when they're not pressing Talking Heads albums, Russia's making.
The Russians are making good video games, and
so yes, they're making a movie based on Metro2033, the book, not the games. It's being made in Russia, so it's not going to be Hollywoodized. And it actually has the author's blessing. Like, he has shot down several attempts to create movies from his books.
Really? That's cool.
And he decided with these people because he said that they get it. They get his work.
That's exciting.
So either they actually get his work, or they were like, well, how about we give you like
80 billion rubles. Did you see rubles? Jink, show me a Coke. Is that what it is in Russia?
I think so.
Oh, I don't know. I just made that. That just was off the top. Somewhere in the back of my brain, I had associated rubles, and I felt lucky on that one. Zarek says, people who complain about re-release are just being selfish. It doesn't take resources away from their games, and it gives more access to the game. Yep, we agree. He says, was Lion King the game with the horrible platforming, where you just fall through the platform unless you landed very center? No. For the most part, that wasn't the case. The worst one I've ever seen, I've never played it, was that Wizard of Oz game on the Super Nintendo. Oh, there was that Angry Video Game Nerd episode where it showed that you needed to... I think there is some of that. You do get that in some of these platformers from that 16-bit era. I feel like I remember the X-Men game on Genesis having some ledges. And I'm like, dude, how... The artwork says that's a ledge, but the box didn't line up with that.
Yeah.
I think there's some of that, but not a lot. Although, when you're in the graveyard and you're jumping on some of those bones, that can get a little... The artwork doesn't match the sprites, necessarily.
That game doesn't give a damn.
No, it doesn't.
It will kill you flat out. I don't care.
Vepper confirms it is a Ruple. I don't know. Sometimes if you just let your brain work and you don't get in its own way... I was killing it in trivia the other night. Like, we didn't sign up to play, and I got, like, everything right. I was like, damn it, we should have played. I'm encouraged by what you said, that the author's behind it. It is nice that it is getting made in Russia. Just, you're right, the Hollywoodization, not having to worry about the guilds and unions and stuff. It'll just be what they want it to be. And hopefully I like it. You've played some of the Metro games, though. Didn't you play, like, Last Light, or...
I played the first two ones.
Okay. It was really pretty.
Exodus.
Okay. I have some on Steam, never played them, but they ended up as a bundle or something.
Yeah.
Zarek says, or Vladimir Putin decided he wanted a movie about it. If the game maker gets a single penny, I'll never watch it. Epic exclusive and snobby entitled about it. Oh, is Metro Epic exclusive?
I don't
know. I will say this, though. Epic did... they're giving away Celeste for free. So,
sweet.
If you want to dance with the devil, go get an awesome-ass game for it.
All's forgiven.
Yeah. If you give me free stuff, I'll let you be an evil corporation. You're going to be evil anyways.
Right.
So hook me up with something for it. A little something for the effort. You know. There was that No, I won't. It's that's a little too blue for our show. I think I won't talk about it. So, anyways, yeah. And we got one last item here. Dustin, you take it away because this is all your thing.
There's a new Resident Evil game coming out. It's going to be announced September 9th before TGS, but it was also leaked today. It's going to be a multiplayer game. It's called Project Resistance. That's pretty much all there is. It's a leak of an announcement.
If you, I've never played a Resident Evil game, but if you want to dive in and you want to give it a try, let me know. I will buy the game. I will play it. If it's only co-op, I'm in.
Cool.
If it's more than one of us, we can get my brother to play. He's a diehard Resident Evil fan.
Sweet. I think it's 4 people.
Yeah, so cool.
We'll get Zarek in too.
Yeah, if he wants it, let's play. That'd be fun. So Zarek says Metro 3 has tons of pre-orders on Steam. That's cool. And it pulled away at the last second by the Epic exclusive. That's right. I do remember this story. Yeah, they got mad at people for being mad about their lies. There was also a game that did Kickstarter that was like, sorry, we're not doing the Kickstarter Steam keys. But you can get it. We'll give you a refund. Who was it? Was it
Shenmue?
Was that Epic? Maybe it was Shenmue, and Epic is going to pay the refunds, something like that.
Yeah.
So like paying their dues for being aggressive, we'll say. Cool. So yeah, September 9th, keep an eye out. If it looks good, or if Dustin just wants to play it, we'll play it. Sounds fun. Good. I think that's it for news this week. So Dustin, are you in the mood to talk about YouTube, or are you in the mood to play a game?
Let's talk about YouTube real quick.
All right. So now it is time to talk about our YouTube channel of the week.
YouTube channel of the week.
Week.
Okay, so this week we're going to do Jacob Geller.
All right.
And he does like mini documentary, like essay stuff about video games.
Okay.
He did one on Shadow of the Colossus. And this video was so good, like it made my Sunday.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm excited. I never played the game, but I'm going to watch this.
It was a great game about Shadow of the Colossus, or a great video about Shadow of the Colossus. And the way it ended was just like super uplifting.
Okay. Hell yeah.
I'm not going to spoil anything, but everyone should watch it.
I'm in. Speaking of uplifting, Dr. Wolfula dropped some great F-bombs in a recent video.
Speaking of making your Sunday.
Speaking of making my Sunday. It was like, I don't know, something about Freddy Krueger. It was like his top 5 favorite Freddy Krueger deaths. And he dropped an F-bomb that was like, yeah, that was a good one.
A+.
Yeah, okay, that's very cool. I have never played the game. I've watched videos about it. I've watched making ofs. I've seen all that kind of stuff. I probably will never play the game, but I'm very interested to see this. Especially if it had an impact like that on you, I'm in. I would give it a try.
It's good.
Cool. All right, well, let's test your trivial knowledge of video games, Dustin. All right. So for those of you that don't know, my mom bought me a pack of cards called the Retro Video Game Quiz, produced somewhere in Europe, printed in Chicago, and so far they're good. Dustin has currently answered 9 out of 13 of these correctly, and there's 50 of the cards, so we're gonna do this until we run out. So Dustin, are you ready?
Ready.
Okay. In the insult sword fighting section of the classic adventure game The Secret of Monkey Island, what is the correct comeback to the infamous insult, "You fight like a dairy farmer"? I wish I had multiple choice for you.
No idea.
You will enjoy the answer, though.
Okay.
How appropriate. You fight like a cow.
That's great.
So,
all right.
If you're going to get it wrong, at least it's wrong in that capacity, right?
Yeah.
So, that is a tough one. You've had some easy ones recently. You were due for
Yeah.
Something aggressive like that. That was tough.
Eventually, a Thargoids is going to come up.
Yes, that's right. I don't even remember what that was for, but it was in episode 292.
It was from Elite.
That's appropriate. You look like a cow. All I do when I'm tracking this is I type just the answer, thinking that that's going to jog my memory as far as what that was from. That's appropriate. You look like a cow is something else. Is it? Did I say it was? You fight like a cow. Sorry, you fight like a cow. I'll never remember the context of that. So you fight. You throw like a girl. I just watched Sandlot not long ago. Or you play ball like a girl. Remember that line? When he
that's like
said
the
to the preppy kid.
Right?
Yeah. Good movie. Good movie. That one holds up well. So Dustin, that was just a bad draw.
Hey, I can't know everything.
Can't win at all. It's also, did anybody play Secret of Monkey Island? I've seen it. I've seen images of it. I've never played that hardcore of a point and click adventure game.
Same.
Is it funny? Or is it Tim Schafer? Or is it Sierra? I don't know.
Who is it?
I don't know.
Those funny guys.
Would that be Sierra?
No, the other ones. We did like Grim Fandango, maybe?
Yeah, would that be Double Fine? Is that Tim Schafer?
Is that Double Fine?
Or is Double Fine after all this happened? I don't fucking know. That's too hard.
Telltale?
That's Hey, I heard that they got their IPs got bought and they're gonna re-release some of their games.
Cool.
Yeah. Zerg says, Dustin, check out Bithead 1000. Dude, does nobody listen to us? We've talked about him like every episode for 2 months. Who's this Bithead 1000 guy? Shout out to Ben Martin. He's the one that turned us on to Bithead 1000.
Oh, yeah.
It was Ben Martin Photography. Check him out on...
Victor Mess talks about it.
Yeah. Dustin, check out Bithead 1000. Start with his TurboGrafx mini vids. I always think this guy is going to burst a blood vessel. His videos are angry but funny. If you like fake serious anger. With a 4K face. Yeah. Sorry, I missed it. I missed like 2 episodes. Sorry. You clearly missed like 2019. I'm sorry. We missed 2019. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
So it's all good, Zach. I'm just teasing. But yeah, Bithead 1000. It's cool that I'm hearing a lot of chatter about him. His channel keeps growing. I do find him very, especially if like he has this shtick of him being this angry New Yorker guy or whatnot. So there's some things that are serious and some things that are played up for comedic effect. But go watch his very first video. It's a really intense video. And then to see like where he's come and how it's grown over the last 6-7 years or however long he's been doing it, it's pretty remarkable. But it's intense. So I have a lot of respect for the guy, considering he did something real bad and has really turned his life around. So you gotta commend that. There's too much of that cancel culture stuff. You like redemption stories? We all like redemption stories, right?
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of redemption, I do feel bad. I was on the make fun of Pro Jared bandwagon, and he just put out this video that really explained a lot of the accusations he had, and feel pretty bad about dogpiling on that guy now, honestly. He proved a lot of that shit that was said about him pretty wrong. I mean, he still was sending dick pics, so it's weird, but not to kids, like verifiably, absolutely not to kids. And, yeah, it was just like, ugh. Yeah, he did some kind of funky stuff, but it wasn't, like, as bad or... I don't know. He was portrayed as this monster. And I just don't... I kind of buy some of his explanations on stuff. Not everything, but, yeah. Kind of like, So, yeah, I felt bad when I watched the video. I was like, ugh. I was kind of a shithead, too. I was one of those people that totally made fun of it, so...
I don't remember my reaction to it, so if I was a horrible person, I apologize.
I don't either. I just know that I made light of it.
Yeah.
And it was... That was inappropriate. It was a good joke. It was a well executed joke. I do remember us laughing about it. But yeah, what a mess. That's all I can say. It seems like what a mess.
But hey, I think we can all learn to not take pictures of our dicks.
That's a really good lesson to learn.
Just don't do it.
I've never looked at it and been like, I need to share this with the world.
That's a good angle.
That's a good, Zarek says, I've heard plenty of internet personalities using their platforms to date people. This is wrong now, though. Yeah. Zarek says there was this one guy who said he had a Facebook that was only for women. He had hundreds of women, so no matter where he is, he had a hookup. How is this any different from Kiss, the band Kiss? I don't know. Like the groupies and stuff is what I think he's referring to. I don't know.
It's not.
It's not. Like at the end of the day, it's just it was in the 70s and
they didn't have cell phones to take pictures of their dicks.
Yeah, that's kind of it. So, yeah, but I did feel like watching his video, I felt pretty guilty. I was like, I remember making some public jokes about it. Maybe it wasn't even that bad, but nonetheless, my gut watching was like, I was wrong. I should clear the air for that if I ever think to, if I ever remember to. I didn't make the show notes, so I couldn't have felt that bad. Like, remember to apologize to Pro Jared. But the cancel culture thing came up. And,
I think you were right the first time.
Oh yeah, the cancel culture. Yes, but Freud.
I'm really glad we don't do like news videos. We don't try that, so we're not like, oh, Pro Jared exposed. Nah.
We're not cut from that cloth. We couldn't do it.
Yeah.
But
yes.
There's just even like straight like dry boring gaming news. Like that's not fun to make either. At least this is fun to make. But that drama stuff or whatever, that'd be it's not what we're not our thing. So well, Dustin, we are through news, we're through YouTube, we're through questions. Let's talk about Chrono Trigger.
Chrono Trigger of the week. No, I've been playing the hell out of Chrono Trigger.
Yeah?
I watched a video about it, and I was like, hey, that game's good. I'm going to play it. I remembered I picked up the DS version, and I got to the prison, so I was super early.
Okay.
And I picked that up, and I've just been playing through it. I found a way. It feels familiar to talk about it, so I don't know if I've done it before, but I thought it was a new thing that I did when I started doing it. But I found a way to break the game.
Okay.
You can grind new fights there's an enemy called a new in the hunting grounds in 65 million BC.
Okay.
And it will give you 30 tech points, which is a lot.
Oh, yeah. Because usually it's like 5 or 6 or 2 or 3.
Yeah, at the most. So I was just grinding. I unlocked all the techs for most of my characters. So
you're just striving to be able to just mash B or A through every menu?
Yeah. Yeah, I that was one of the I got to prehistory and I started doing that and I got to my first boss fight and it was Nizbel in the cave, the reptile guy.
Oh, yeah.
And I beat him in 4 turns. I was hitting him with triple tech and it was taking like 1900 hit points off per hit.
I mean, I appreciate that you're playing it differently, but the whole point is to use everybody together and solve the puzzles. And you just like brute force take a sledgehammer to it. Like, nope, I'm winning this fight and this fight. So just a video, you just like came up on your YouTube feed and got the itch.
Yeah, I don't even remember which video it was.
How's the?
I think it was good.
I was gonna say, how's the port on the DS? I know that it exists.
Great.
Yeah. Good quality of life stuff.
Yeah, it's basically the Super Nintendo version with the PlayStation version perks.
Okay, cool.
Because it has all of the like FMV scenes where everybody looks like a Dragon Ball character, even more than
Even
I already did.
yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I've never played that version before. In fact, I've only ever played it all the way through on an emulator. I have the cart, but I've never gotten through it. It's like, oh, yep, that works. Cool.
Yeah, I wanted to play it on the Super Nintendo, but the only thing I have left is the side quests and Lavos.
Oh,
I didn't feel like trying to come in that late in the game and trying to figure stuff out.
yeah. That's too bad that you don't have like even like a New Game Plus to start in.
Yeah.
Like you have to get through that grind.
Maybe I'll finish the DS version and then transfer over to my DS version.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that works. Cool. Zerk says famous people that got famous without the internet are allowed to have groupies, but internet famous people have to be monks. So is the way around this, Zerk says, to have Pro Jared just produce a few music videos? Probably not.
Yeah. He should do some freestyle rap. I think he could pull it off.
I don't, but I would love to watch that effort. So, yeah, cool. Did you get up to anything else over the last couple of weeks?
Solly's been playing a lot of Breath of the Wild, but
Nice.
not like he's starting to actually try to beat the game. instead
Oh,
of just
okay.
screw around in it like he usually did. He beat the Ganon in the elephant, whichever one that one is. Water Blight?
I remember that was one of the ones I beat.
Yeah.
That was more of
I
like
think it's Water Blight.
okay. And then was the camel the big puzzle? Basically just a giant puzzle?
Yeah.
Or was the elephant trunk involved? I don't remember. I just got to start that again because I did fire that back up recently just to try to grind through the shrines. It's a mess. I don't know what I'm doing. I just got to move on.
Yeah.
I get irritated I remember saying that while I was playing that game in the first like 20 hours or so that I feel like I'm in the midst of playing one of my favorite games ever, and every time I turn it on now, I hate it. I get frustrated and pissed. I do not enjoy it in any way. I just need to start over because I don't.
Yeah.
I've forgotten too much. I was really, really enjoying it and fell off in a really weird way. So I think I definitely did play it wrong. I think I was mainlining too much. I need to let it breathe and do more exploring and investment in. Like I was just trying to go boss in the game. And the bosses were too hard for me, and I needed all those extra hearts. And then it's just this weird grind where I'm totally stopping all progress to go spend 10 hours dinking around. Like I don't feel like I'm making any sort of progress, and I don't enjoy what I'm doing. I don't know how to find the shrines that I haven't been to. I'll pull up a map on YouTube or on Google to show where all the shrines are. And I think I don't have one there, and I go to it, and I've been there, and it's like this fucking sucks. I want to return this game. I can't. I bought it 2 years ago, but yeah, it was really, really frustrating me. But why I fired it up was because I beat A Link Between Worlds. Again,
Sweet.
That's an amazing game. It's amazing. That's all. I guess all I can say about it. I forgot how much I really liked it.
Do you ever buy any items, or do you use your renters?
The first time I beat it, I just rented. This time I bought, and it made zero difference.
Oh, all right.
Because you don't lose your items if you're willing to start from your most recent save point. So if you just save frequently, you just get by with renting.
Oh, right.
And there's so many rupees that it doesn't even matter. Like buying or renting doesn't matter.
Okay.
The reason I bought was because then you could upgrade those weapons with that. If you find the little sea urchin things, then you take it back to their mom. Every 10 of them, she'll let you upgrade one of your weapons if you own it. So my arrow would shoot 3 arrows.
Sweet.
Or my bomb made a bigger explosion. And I also went the entire game without the Pegasus boots and didn't realize it until after the fact. I was watching a review of it, and there was this Pegasus boots thing. I'm like, oh shit! I totally forgot all about the Pegasus boots. I just didn't go get them, and I saw the guy that you get them from, and just never interacted.
That's awesome.
It just shows what a cool way that you can approach that game.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just after I beat it, I wanted to go through and just get all the hearts, and that's where when I was watching one of those, there was a Pegasus boots thing. It's like, oh my god, yeah, I forgot about those. I remember them in the first game in A Link to the Past. Mm-hmm. But A Link Between Worlds is amazing. It's a fantastic Zelda game. It's just really, really, really good. I would please play it if you can. Like, it's one that if you don't have a 3DS and you'll never have one, download an emulator, like play it on your computer, play that game. It's awesome. Also, Rocket League switched seasons, so all of my I almost got the platinum in Rocket League. I was like a win or two away. So the new season started, and after playing a few qualifying matches, they started me at gold. I was like, all right, like I'm definitely getting pretty decent at that game, which is fun. Feels good. And that's it. That's all I've really been playing. So I think that's it, man. I think took some time off, but we're going to have a short show this week. So we got a couple of comments from last episode, a few from our good buddy Demez, one from our homie Zarek, who's been hanging out with us in chat all day. So we'll get to those, and then we're going to call it a show. I'll get Demez. Do you want to get Zarek real quick?
Yeah. Zarek says, I'll say it. That series is one of the few comics I still own after they were stolen when I was a kid. Thanos is an incel on a rampage. I'm blown away that Marvel didn't use Thanos for a political message in today's climate.
I think that they took the woman power thing as the angle to curb that appetite. Like, there were some scenes in Endgame where it's like, hey, here's like all the women in one scene fighting and kicking ass. I think I complained about this before. It's like, no, if you were in that battle, you would not give a single shit about if that was the woman group kicking butt. It would just be,
right.
You're a superhero, let's go. That's all it would be. I don't think it would have been well received if Thanos would have been a heartbroken man trying to win the love of somebody. I just don't think it would have came across. I think it was more impactful for him to have this weird altruistic vision of what he was going to do, and then use other elements to do the social stuff or the political stuff. I think that was handled well, honestly. That change was really. I would have hated the comics motivation.
Yeah, it's kind of like the change they made in Watchmen.
I don't know what they really could have done differently in Watchmen, though. Like for this, I thought it was very impactful. But of course, I didn't read the book.
Yeah. The book, the thing that kind of not kicks it off, but kind of we'll say kicks off the end game in the book. It made sense in a comic. It would have been real dumb in a movie, so they changed it. Yeah,
well, the comics had the aliens and stuff, right? And there was, but they still blamed it. Someone fell on the sword the way that Dr. Manhattan did in Watchmen. Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
I'm excited to check out that series when it comes out. Like, it's HBO or somebody's doing a Watchmen series.
Huh.
So I think that should be pretty fun. Yeah, Zarek, I think that they very intentionally dodged that one. So Domez says the fake online church that you got ordained is no less legit than the other 4,000 religions. And he goes, and maybe even more legit because you're not pretending to know the answers to life, or claim to, yeah. So I was, I think it's really funny to be ordained. I'm all registered with the state now.
Yeah.
I'm going to send out a questionnaire to the bride and groom to have them give silly answers about themselves that I can bring up in the ceremony or whatever.
Sweet.
It is weird to have this weird ability to, if you've got a marriage, like I can, if you get your marriage license, I can make it official and legal. It's a really weird thing for $60. Feels like something that get on off of QVC or whatever. Do you want to, or like an infomercial? Do you want to start your business? Learn how. You too can be a minister and grow your business of doing themed weddings.
I feel like you could use that as a threat. Like, you guys need to stop, or I'm going to marry you.
Or I'll marry you. Oh, there you go. I did put the card in my wallet.
There you go.
It feels as silly as having like a booby inspector thing from like Spencer Gifts in my wallet. But nonetheless, it is quite.
Dude, that was really loud.
It had kind of a cool sound.
Okay, cool.
I've smacked the hell out of my mic several times tonight, so it's just sorry everybody. Oops. Dumbass also says, I loved the evil robots. The evil GoBot leader's name, Cykill, a motorcycle. That is good.
Yeah,
that's very good. Also, I really liked their cereal. It was like Alphabets. Remember Alphabets or Alphabets?
Mm-hmm.
It was that, just GoBots. And I also liked the Ninja Turtle cereal that had marshmallows.
Gross.
I liked that cereal too. I don't think I would today. It's one of those. But anyways, dumbass, this is really cool. He says, big news. Me and my brother just backed this Unicron toy from Transformers. He says when we went halfsies on it. Or halfers. We say halfsies. I would say halfsies. Would you say halfers?
Yeah, I would say halfsies.
Halfers. Just put that in like a Minnesota or Canadian accent, and or like
like
the
heifers,
Fargo.
like female cows.
Yeah, that too. But this Unicron looks freaking incredible. The total cost is $675 US. But they think it's totally worth it. There's 2 days left if we want to order one, which means by the time this is out, it is gone. But HasbroPulse.com has one of the coolest looking toys I have seen. The amount of detail in this looks amazing. I got to go watch the... wasn't Unicron in the movie? That was
I think so.
The movie guy? I have the Blu-ray of that. The Blu-ray on that's really cool. It came with the widescreen cinematic version and the TV 4:3 version.
Cool.
Yeah. And the Transformers are still dead. All of them. So you can buy a $600 toy. This is freaking sweet, though. I got to look at some of the specs on this bad boy. There's a limit of 5 per person. How tall is this bad boy, though? That's really what I want to get to. 30 inches.
Yeah,
Lots of noise, everybody.
I actually bought a toy before I came home.
Oh, yeah?
It's a dorm room warming gift for my nephew.
Okay.
I've tortured him the past 2-3 years with my horror movie nights every Halloween.
Yeah.
And he just graduated from Catholic school.
Okay.
So I bought him this.
The Omen, hopefully. The Nun, yes. Good job. I think it was the Omen 3, or maybe it was the Omen 4. Because I went to Catholic school. Uh-huh. There was a sick day in 3rd grade, and I watched one of the Omens by myself. It messed me up real bad. It really scared me. I've seen it as an adult, and it's terrible. Like, it is not scary, and it's super hokey. But when you're 9, it's like seeing. It was weird for the longest time. I saw upside down crosses everywhere after watching that movie. Like, I would see someone holding a sword, and I'm like, no, oh god, they're everywhere. Zerk says the new Watchmen show is the current most important world issue, white supremacy. That'll be a bummer if it's just we got to take on racism thing. They're going to tell me I'm a piece of shit the whole time. That's not fun. I didn't do anything to you, Watchmen. It says it's becoming insanely easy to fake anybody's voice and face now.
Oh, yeah, the deep fake stuff.
The deep fakes, yeah. Because it says I would have chosen a huge coup. Is that what it is? Huge core? Becoming even bigger monopolies? Oh, huge corporations.
Yeah,
and have them tied to the whole deep fake thing. Yeah, that would have been more fun. Social issues are not going to be as intense as Watchmen. Like, coming from the movie and the novels about the world coming together for a greater good, social issues are not gonna come that way for me. So, oh well. He says it's not if it's 100% confirmed. Oh, okay. We'll see. I'm still gonna give it a try because it still could be handled well, but I'll be skeptical based on this little nugget of information. Maybe he's wrong. I really loved that movie, the Watchmen movie.
Yeah.
Like I didn't know anything about it when I went to go see it. So for me, it was like, holy crap, this is a whole new way to tell this kind of a story.
The book's really good.
I've heard that.
If you can get a hold of it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's one of those that's high demand. Have to steal a PDF off the internet, I guess. All right, that's going to be it for the show, everybody. Thank you very much for listening. I want to thank Ben Landis very much for letting us use his song Through the Forest as our intro music. And shout out to Cubby. We use his song Tidal Force as our outro for the audio listeners. Speaking of audio, our RSS feed is available at our website, classicleet.com. That's Classic L337. But we're also, if you search for Classic Leet on Apple Podcasts, Google Play, Stitcher, SoundCloud, Podcast Addict, Beyond Pod, pretty much any of the podcast apps we have weaseled our way into. On social media, the username everywhere is just Classic Leet. Again, that's Classic L337. At Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, SoundCloud, and Twitch. I gotta put Twitch just in the notes. I've been remembering to say it. Eventually, I'm not. Yeah. So just Classic Leet. And if you'd like to email us, our email address is classicleet@gmail.com. Zerk says it is an HBO, so I'm out anyway. Season 8 of Game of Thrones was trash. Oh man, you can't just base the whole network on that one episode. Have you seen Barry? Barry's awesome. That's a new show coming out. Oh my God, it's 120 degrees out in Arizona in late August.
Poor Ether.
Last Friday would have been August 26th or something like that. Was one of the nicest days. It was definitely the nicest day in Ohio of all of 2019. It was unbelievably gorgeous. So, yeah, okay. That's going to be it. Dustin, any other final thoughts? Anything you wanted to...
If you like this, share it.
Yes.
We do not come up in suggested feeds. YouTube buries our content. It doesn't give a shit about us. We don't impress its algorithm, so we don't get put on anybody's page. So if you like our stuff, share it with someone. Find someone who likes video games and tell them about us.
Definitely. Podcast Addict has been nice. People find us over there. I don't know what we've done, but very, very pleasantly surprised at the numbers over that way. So cool. Well, yeah, everybody, thank you very much for listening to episode 298, and we will see you hopefully next week for episode 299.
Boosh.
Right. Cool. You guys have a great night. Thanks for hanging out, either Zarek, Vepper.
Yeah, guys, thanks.
So a couple other lurkers on YouTube, so thanks. Appreciate it. Definitely a fun one. So, alrighty. I'm going to shut down the stream. You guys have a good one, and I will talk to you soon.
Peace out, guys.